Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is your favorite ringside physician, Dr. Jared Vasquez. If you are watching this video on YouTube, please check out my other channel in rockfin.com. There's usually extra bonus content over there. Do check us out. We are the Disney Plus of combat sports and wrestling. Check us out. We have subscription over there. We have free content as well, so be sure to check us out. There's fighters like Chael Sonnen in there. Ben Askren, the funky one, is in there. Front Row Brian of Twitter fame is in there as well. You have to check us out. It's one of the fastest growing platforms for combat sports content, and you don't want to be the last one to join us over there, okay? So today we're going to talk about news that sent ripples through the MMA community, and it was on Monday's Ariel Helwani show, and it was the funky ones. One of our very own here at Rockfin retired this Monday from combat sports, from mixed martial arts. And this is the reason for the video today. We're going to explain what was the drive or the fire behind Ben to commit to his retirement. And of course, if I'm talking about it, you guys already have an idea of what it was. It was a medical issue. It was a hip joint problem. So today we're going to talk about Ben Askren's hip joint problem, how you diagnose it, how it comes about, what's the treatment, what are the outcomes. Let's dive deep into the funky one's hip. All right, so let's keep it very simple. Let's see back here in the screen, the hip joint, the fantastic hip joint. It's right here. It's up there as well. And the hip joint is one of the most simplest joints of your body, but one of the most important. Of course, it unifies your thorax with your legs. It keeps you grounded to the planet. It's very important. It has two main components. So it has over here the acetabulum. That's the socket. That is the hole where the leg is going to fit in. You remember that song, the hip bone's connected to the leg bone? It's simple. So this is the second part, which is the head of the femur. Of course, that is what goes inside of the socket. There is a complex of ligaments, muscles also overlying that. But let's keep it very simple so you guys understand what the problem with the joint is. How do we develop damage that is severe enough to have a joint like this be affected? Now, how it's affected. Now, we have to explore the joint itself to understand why it gets affected. So there's a cartilage surface inside that acetabulum and covering that head of the femur to make that interaction between the leg and the joint here in the hip be smooth, okay, and not be rough. But over the years, especially in people that are not athletes, over a course of maybe 50, 60 years, you have wear and tear that's severe enough to cause this problem and need surgery. But in high intensity athletes, I like wrestlers, Muay Thai guys that are always using their hips, you have a wear and tear that is more severe. You have a wear and tear that starts very early. You're wrestling since you're a kid, since you're a baby. You're wrestling. These guys that are consummate wrestlers are putting so many miles in their body before they hit their their maturity as adults that their hips are shut. By the time Ben is, I think Ben is should be around 37 or 40. I should have looked this up. Sorry, Ben. But he's around that age. And but his physiological body, his anatomical structure is definitely older than his external appearance. Although he is a member, he has a bona fide card for the Dad Bod Club. Boom roasted. I couldn't let you go without boom roasting you, buddy. So how does a clinician go about diagnosing this problem? Of course, physical exam, there's multiple maneuvers that we can do right there on the screen that can diagnose this problem. But this problem, unlike meniscus, unlike ACL, it doesn't need an MRI. Of course, an MRI guides us to quantify the damage a little more in an intricate manner. But this is one of those conditions that a simple X-ray tells the tale. A simple X-ray can tell us, hey, this joint is compromised. You need to go to the orthopedic surgeon ASAP. Of course, there are conservative treatments, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. If you're a fan of Joe Rogan, stem cells or PRP, if you're a Rogan bro. But the gold standard here, the treatment that is going to allow Ben to be pain-free and have significant less pain, have more mobility, is a total joint replacement, guys. So as we saw earlier in the anatomy of the joint is made up of a socket and a ball. What does the surgery do? It simply replaces both components. Very simple. That ball socket is cored out with a specialized tool. All the irregularities are taken out. That hole is made bigger. You're going to fit a titanium cup that we're seeing in the screen there. Inside there, we're going to cut the femur, and a prosthesis is going to be put in place that's going to fit in that socket. So you're replacing the whole anatomical structure. The outcomes for this surgery are very good. We wish a speedy recovery to Ben Askren. If you guys are asking yourselves, is Ben going to be able to grapple and to do wrestling? I'm afraid that's not in the books for Ben in the future. Of course, this surgery is very important. Once you get it, it gives you great, but you don't want to compromise that. So even though we're super fans of the Funky One and we're behind him 100%, he definitely has to stay outside of competition. Jiu-jitsu and wrestling, they utilize the joints too much to compromise such an important surgery that could lead to further damage to his hip and leg that would warrant more severe consequences, and we definitely don't want that. Now, is he going to be able to coach and be a great coach in wrestling and MMA? Absolutely. So here's looking forward to seeing the Funky One be a great coach and a great addition to fighters that are in the aspect of training and bringing up new talent in mixed martial arts. So enjoy your retirement, buddy. And like I said on Twitter, whenever you're in Tampa, Florida, disc golf, the challenge is on. Even if I have to carry you on a wheelchair while you're recuperating, we got you. Thank you guys for your attention. And like I said, remember to check out my content in rockfin.com. Okay? Thank you. You guys have a good night.